guys, welcome back to Bikini Prep 2020 episode 3. We are about a week into the whole shutdown for the coronavirus, of everything being closed, including gyms. Not gonna lie, it's been really hard to stay on track. Some days I just want to drink a glass of wine like everyone else is, just chilling at home and eat the foods I want to eat. So it's making everything way harder than usual. Like I said, prep is hard to begin with in general, and throwing this on top of everything. I think the hardest thing is just not knowing when the end result is going to be, when we're going to be able to go back to certain stores, when the gyms are going to reopen, when the competitions are going to be on again. Just not having an end date is the hardest thing. So part of me wants to be a little bit more lenient on my diet and eat the things I want to eat. Not saying pizza, but like maybe a protein bar here and there when I do get sugar cravings. And then another part of me thinks that since I can't work out as intensely as I was, even though my workouts have been good, but since I'm not working out as intensely as if I had a gym, then I really want to just diet even harder. So I don't really know which direction to go in right now. I think I'm just going to stick to my diet and working out as hard as I possibly can for the next 4 weeks and see exactly what's going on, because I think we'll have more information at that time. So yeah, that's the plan as of right now. I'm trying to stay positive and motivated, but it has been difficult. The main thing is I just have to stay patient and see how my body develops in those 4 weeks and see how I feel about everything. Anyway, on a more positive note, I had my cheat meal this week. I told you guys I wanted pizza and ice cream, and that's exactly what I had. I had 3.5 slices of pizza from my favorite pizzeria, and then I had coffee Cold Stone ice cream, which is my favorite ice cream. The only thing that really sucked is that I got full so quickly. After like 2 slices of pizza, I was so full that it was painful to eat, but I just kept eating because I knew this was the only time I was going to be able to get it in. So I didn't want to extend my cheat day into a cheat couple days or a cheat week or longer than I wanted it to be. I tried to fit everything within a 4-hour period, and I'm going to go more in depth with how to do a proper cheat meal, but it just sucks like being uncomfortable while you're eating. You can't even really enjoy it. And I was telling my trainer that after like 2 slices I was done, and I was just force feeding myself, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I still enjoyed it a little bit, and it was good while it lasted. Although I felt like I was super full and I overindulged, I only gained a pound when I weighed myself the next day, and I was able to drop that pound within the very next day. So that wasn't an issue, the whole gaining weight thing. So I'm happy about that. So in this video, I wanted to go over cheat meals and how to do them properly. So when it comes to cheat meals, there's 6 rules that I usually follow by that helps your body utilize the carbs in a positive way instead of storing tons of body fat and making you gain weight. So since I followed these rules, I think that's why I was able to bounce back so quickly and only gained a pound instead of 5, 6, 7 pounds. The first rule is to plan your cheat day out. Know when you're going to have it, set a date. If you don't have a date set, you're not going to be prepared. So if you know when you're going to have it, you're able to cut calories, cut carbs the day before and the morning of. And you can also plan to have a HIIT energetic workout in the morning. That's going to help you burn more calories when you do consume all these carbs and sugar. And then also if you're having a competition, this also allows you to plan it to have it enough weeks out so that it's not going to affect your appearance on stage. The next rule, and I think is the most important, is to deplete your glycogen stores beforehand. So that means depleting your carbs, depleting your sugar about 10 to 12 hours before you're going to have your cheat meal. So in this case, I had a very low carb diet plan the day before, and I also had very low carbs the day of. I didn't really have too much to eat before I had my cheat meal on that day, but I did have egg whites and avocado in the morning, and then I had a protein shake about a half hour before I had my cheat meal because I wasn't that hungry that day, and I knew I was going to be getting a lot of carbs in later on. But I just made sure that I had a high protein, a little bit of fat, and very low carb for the 10-12 hours before I was going to have that cheat meal. So to kind of explain glycogen, your body breaks down carbs from the foods that you eat, and then it stores it as a sugar called glucose. And then if your body doesn't utilize that glucose, it converts it into something called glycogen, which it stores in your liver and your muscles. So when it comes to a cheat meal, the best thing to do is deplete your glycogen stores so your body doesn't have all those carbs to store as fat, and it will help you from not gaining weight and not gaining that excess fat when you are doing your cheat meal. In other words, the emptier your tank, the better. So the least amount of carbs you have in your system, the less likely you are to gain weight or store body fat. So another way to deplete your glycogen stores is engage in a high intensity interval workout or a plyos workout, whatever you want to call it. So the morning of my cheat meal, I did a ton of plyos and cardio. And like I said, I also had very low carbs and sugars 10 to 12 hours before my cheat meal. So that really helped lower my carbohydrates in my body, and it helped me from gaining weight. Rule number 3 is drink tons of water. Having a ton of carbs and sugars with your cheat meal is going to leave you feeling dehydrated and bloated, and drinking a ton of water is going to help flush all of that out. And then also if you add any kind of citrusy fruits like lemon, the lemon peel in the water will help with digestion, and it will also help flush out all the toxins that you're going to be consuming. The best approach would be to drink as much water as you can throughout the day before your cheat meal, have a couple glasses during your cheat meal, and then drink some water right before you go to bed as well. So that will help flush out the toxins, flush out the sugar and all the sodium that you consumed in that 3 to 4 hour period. The more water you can drink, the better. Tip number 4 is have protein with your cheat meal. Protein has a great effect on your appetite control. It also has thermogenic effects, so it helps calorie burning when you are digesting. So out of all of the macros, proteins, carbs, and fats, your body takes more energy to digest protein. So having protein with your cheat meal is going to help that calorie burning. Instead of doing something like I did where I just had a very nutrient poor meal of pizza and ice cream, you should probably have something more along the lines of like a steak or spaghetti and meatballs, something that has carbs and a protein source. But since I knew my meal was going to be very nutrient poor, I had a protein shake about a half hour to 45 minutes before I had my meal. And like I said earlier, I also had egg whites and another protein shake throughout the day beforehand, and very low carbs before everything. So that was my way of going about everything, just because I knew my meal choice wasn't the best. This does bring me to tip number 5 though. You do want to make sure that your cheat meal is something that you're craving. So it should be your favorite foods. It should be what you've been wanting. Because if it's just something that you kind of like and you're not getting the thing that you've been dreaming of, then you're kind of wasting it. You're really not going to improve from that cheat meal because you're still going to be thinking about all these other things that you want or the thing that you really wanted. So I know these are my favorite foods, so that's why I went for them. And I do feel completely satisfied now, and I don't really have any cravings anymore. I have more energy, which is another thing that cheat meals do for you, is they give you a lot more energy. And you could probably tell from my last video that I was at the point of being very depleted and I was extremely tired, and now I'm halfway through my prep, or I don't even know like where I'm at now, but I have a lot more energy and I feel like I am where I started, but I look a lot better. So I got in the foods that I wanted, and I feel satisfied and have a lot more energy now. So eat the things that you want to eat. Don't just eat the things that you think you should eat. And lastly, tip number 6 is once you sit down, don't get back up. Do not go back for seconds. Do not go back in your cabinet looking for more food like, oh, I already ate something bad, I might as well keep going. No, you still have a set plate of what you're going to eat. I didn't eat the entire pizza, 2 pizzas that Billy brought home. I had 3 and a 4th one in case that's what I wanted. And I didn't want to go over that. So I sat down and I had that. And once I was finished, I didn't eat anything else besides the ice cream, which I obviously had to keep in the freezer, but I didn't go back for seconds, and I didn't eat more than I knew that I wanted to. So that's very important, because if you start to do that, it's going to be like a snowball effect, and your cheat meal is going to turn into a cheat day and then into a cheat week, and it's just going to be horrible. So you don't want that to happen. So I guess this would be tip number 7, or a bonus tip, but I wanted to let you guys know that it's very important to make sure that you get back on track immediately the very next day. Continue with your workouts, continue with your meal plan. Do not let your cheat day turn into a cheat week. If you do this, then you will not feel guilty from your cheat meal, and you'll bounce back right away. Like I said earlier, only gained 1 pound, and I lost that the very next day, and I felt even more shredded than I did before my cheat meal. So if you follow all these tips and you get right back on track right away, you will be fine and you will be guilt-free. So I believe that since I followed all these rules, then that's why I only gained 1 pound and lost it right away, and I feel great. So yeah, I just wanted to share those tips with you. I think they're pretty important when it comes to cheat meals, and I'm just going to show you guys a few clips of my cheat meal right now. So enjoy! Oh my goodness, Nova! I don't know why he got 2, but he got 2, and it's awesome! Are you ready to eat this pizza? All right, first pizza in 7 weeks. Do you want some?
Again, bitch.
Is that Dada's? If you guys have not had Sal's Pizza in Sewell, it's the best pizza crack ever.
Sal's off of Big Harbor Road, though.
Yes. Guys, my competition jewelry just came in today. I get my cheat meal and this all in one day. I'm really excited. Hopefully I get to wear this in May. Not sure if that's going to be happening, but we will see. I got 2 rings because I couldn't decide between the 2. This one here, which is actually very loose because I lost so much water weight. It's on my pointer finger right now, but it will fit just nicely when I gain a few more pounds back. And then also this one. I do like how they're a little bit smaller than most competition jewelry, because I'm going to wear this big ring that I have on my other hand. People usually wear bigger jewelry when they're on stage because it stands out more and you're far away from the judges. So this one of these 2 will complement this one nicely, or I'll wear this on the other hand. Not really sure what I'm going to do yet, but I have options. I also got these earrings from Glam Fit Bikinis. They actually only came in a multicolor at first, and I wanted them in silver, so I messaged them and they said they would go ahead and make them for me. So shout out to Glam Fit Bikinis for doing that. Look how gorgeous these are. I'm obsessed. They're based out of Australia, but it only took them about a week and a half to 2 weeks to get here, so not bad at all. Love them. Everyone else during the 2-week coronavirus break, chilling on the couch. No, we're still gonna work out. All right, so guys, Five Below is the shit. So yeah, I just got so much at Five Below. Someone told me they had kettlebells there, which they do, but I didn't know they had all this other stuff for like $4 or $5. I got this toning ball for abs, this booty toner, which I thought looked pretty cool. These 10-pound weights, these gliding discs for abs, 8-pound kettlebell for some shoulders, and this band, all for $20. What? And then I went to Walmart, a little bit more expensive. This was 19 something for this plate, but I could do a lot of glute exercises with this. And then this is some stuff I already had that I just pulled out of the attic. I have this ball for crunches, ab roller, love this thing. Just a 10-pound kettlebell, 5-pound weights, and then I just found this in the garage. It's something Billy uses for work, but I'm gonna do some legit ab workouts with this outside. Hey guys, so all the gyms have officially closed in the area. I was gonna work out outside at a park with my trainer this morning, but it rained. So once again, everything is against me and trying to get me to stop competing, but I'm gonna keep pushing through. I'm going to do an at-home workout today. I wanna work on glutes and hamstrings. So let's get to it, and I hope you guys enjoy. end of the video, guys. I will see you in a week or two. I'm not really sure what I'm going to film next or where this prep's going to go from here, but we'll see what happens in about 4 weeks, how I'm feeling, how I'm looking, what's going on with the world. It's a scary thing, not knowing what's going to happen, but I'm just trying to stay positive, and I hope you guys are healthy and staying home. So I'll see you in the next one.